Hi, I'm Pastor Len Smith, one of the ministers here at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship in Osceola, Indiana. Today we're continuing our series about the grieving process, and we're calling this number 6, How You Can Help a Grieving Person. First of all, we're going to talk about offering emotional support. I remember in my minister training, and of course when a person is grieving, probably a lot of you are saying, okay, they've experienced a loss. I don't know what to say. Sometimes it's not important what we say, but there's what is called a ministry of presence. Be present in person if you can. Just being near can be a tremendous help. Don't be afraid to give the person a hug or hold his or her hand. If you can't be there, phone, write, text, send flowers, send a card, something to show your concern. Another way you can offer emotional support is to be a good listener. A sympathetic listener can be a great comfort, and people can clue in very quickly as to whether you are sincere or whether you're just going through the motions. Another way you can offer emotional support to a person experiencing grief is to encourage independence. A grieving person may need to be reminded that he or she can handle a new way of life. And finally, be patient. It takes time to accept loss and deal with changes. And as you try to offer emotional support with people, you need to take patience and time to be with them. The second way that you can help a grieving person is to provide practical assistance. Help with chores. Relieve the person of some chores, such as grocery shopping or doing routine housework or yard work. You can also offer practical assistance to assist with cards and letters. Often a person that is grieving wants to send out notes and thank people who offered support, during the early time of their grieving process. They may need some stamps if they want to send thank you notes or other correspondence. This next one is sort of a tough one. Lend a hand with meals. As a pastor, I've seen people experience losses, and all of a sudden people say, I'm going to bring food to that home. A person might get so much food they can't even store it properly, or the surviving person may have too much of even the wrong or the unhealthy foods. Lend a hand with meals. Bring something to the person's home or extend an invitation for dinner at your home. And if possible, if you're a part of a local congregation, coordinate your meal visits with other people. And it's also important to provide practical assistance to answer the phone or respond to texts. Remember, we can help a grieving person if we don't forget that recovery takes time. We have to continue our support for as long as it's needed because everybody grieves at a different rate and for a different period of time. Thank you for listening to this number 6 in our series of how people process their grief, and we invite you to listen to Series 7 as we sum up this teaching about dealing with grief, the grief process. Thank you for listening.